Feel me? Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Live wire, gonna fire it up. Yo, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wire and you might go blind. Yeah. Keep it live on the block, yo. I love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the police violence. Yeah, ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, holla for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, that's all reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo. Representing the best of the best.
But set your mind at ease, come and tune in now to the live wire now, y'all.
Yeah, buy me a coffee,
Live wire.
subscribe, buy my beats,
Take it up higher.
join our Patreon.
Live on it.
Yeah,
Take it up higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Live wire, gonna fire it up. Yo, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wire and you might go blind. Yeah,
Live wire.
keep it live on the block, yo.
Live on the air.
Yeah,
Yeah. Live wire. Take it higher.
yeah.
Live
I
wire.
love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the police violence. Yeah, ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, holla for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, that's all reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo.
Live around the world.
Represent. Feel me? Yeah, for sure. Get the party all started up. I'm gonna raise my cup. Yo, DJ, pull it up. It's gonna erupt. Live wire, gonna fire it up. Yo, it's showtime. Gonna be on prime. I'm a soldier, stay on the grind. Y'all better get your line. Touch your wire and you might go blind. Yeah,
Live wire.
keep it live on the block, yo.
Live on the air.
Yeah,
Yeah. Live wire. Take it higher.
yeah.
Live
I
wire.
love the live stream, if you know what I mean. Yeah, represent the police violence. Yeah, ain't nothing but love and kindness. Yeah, holla for the general, Mr. International. Yeah, that's all reggae all over the world. Gotta make those beats, gotta make that pearl. Keep it live on the block, yo.
Live around the world.
Representing the best of the best.
But set your mind at ease, come and tune in now to the live wire now, y'all.
Yeah, buy me a coffee,
Live wire.
subscribe, buy my beats,
Take it up higher.
join our Patreon.
Live on it.
Yeah,
Take it up higher. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.
Yo, yo. And I wanna say, what up, what up, what up? What a wow, what a wow. one. So welcome to another live wire, man. You guys want to hit me up, you can hit me up on my YouTube channel here. And be sure to subscribe. You want to get that latest dancehall, reggae, afro, soca beat, you can go on my website here and purchase the beat. And for you guys want to learn top of the line professional mixing here, be sure to join my Patreon here, which once you subscribe, all you got to do is pay $10 a month. And you're gonna get that pro access to some of my beats as well. I'm giving away on my Patreon here, so make sure you hook up with Patreon. Also, be sure to check out my PayPal, guys. Want to buy me a coffee, man? Show us some love and bring it down to my PayPal. But yeah, so we're broadcasting live, man, out of beautiful Belize, man. And we got some shows set up for you here. So let's get right at it now. Today we're gonna be talking about a new show here. We've been talking about here live wire pro dancehall here, and I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna break down this beat and show what it takes to get these kind of flow, so you can impress the artist and make some sales in it. So let's get right down into it. The live wire mix here, pro dancehall. Tune in. So welcome back to another live wire, live on air. I'm your mixing engineer host, Mr. International, Andrew Rayburn here, and I want to big up to all the artists, big up on yourself, big up to all the supporters, and guys, be sure to check out Monisha's page. You guys might saw a reggae cover I posted a little while ago. Monisha. She's here in Belize, and support the rising artist. Talented gal. Monisha, that's our YouTube page right there. Be sure to check her out. She's on Instagram, she's on FB, she's on TikTok. So we're going to talk about live wire here, pro dancehall. You might say, okay, Ray, how do you make beats like these? Tone. This is a simple beat here, so I want to break it down and show you guys what I did to get this kind of vibe going. And this is the kind of vibe that's going to impress the artists. You know, the females, the males, they want to, write a tune to maybe a little dancehall, bunks, maybe a little good vibe kind of thing. This is the kind of beat here. So, first and foremost, guys, you don't need to be a professional engineer to get dope beats like these. You want to pick the right sample. Don't pick any sounds or drums that is whack. Spend some time with some keyboard software, some synthesizers. You want to get these stuff. So let's go into it here. We're not going to waste too much time. So I'm going to go down to the beat here. I'm going to break it down here. Here we go. So we things going here, and what I want to share with you guys here is the elements that I'm using here. So simple things here. So I'm going to start off with the first one in the list here. Let's get into it. That's what I'm playing there. Simple synthesizer beat there. what I'm gonna do with that now, I have another layer sounds here. So what I'm doing with this kind of vibe here is Afro kind of soca dancehall thing. I'm gonna layer it with a different tone here. Here we go. Play the other one. That's what I'm playing here. I'm adding a little bit of reverb so it fits in, and I'm just chucking it underneath the first sound here. Without it would sound like this. Put it back in. Now, you might listen to the hi-hats here and say, Ray, man, how did you play the... What I'm doing here is doing a step recording here. I'm putting in some of the notes that is kind of very difficult to play real time. Like, you're going to have to play real fast, but there's step recording, which you can punch in some notes slowly, but it's going to speed up on the tempo that you're creating your dance or your composition. So, if I go in here... this is a picture of visualization of my hi-hats here. So I'm using the step recording here. I'm punching it, and that's how I get that to loop for that bar. Cause I wanted a smooth, you know, for the gallem kind of thing, for the gallem kind of tunes. So that's what I'm doing here with that hi-hats there. Now, the two sounds that I had before, I'm just, you know, doing a little bit of EQ. Yes, get a little bit of brightening here. Turn off the EQ here. It kind of sounds dull. So that's what I'm starting with there, guys. I'm selecting the right tone. I wanted a pluck. These sounds are what you call plucks. I'm layering those, so I have both of them. One of them is going through reverb. The other one is completely dry. But the other one has a little bit of reverb on it as well. Now I'm gonna move down to the kick drum here. So I have an SSL going here, and I'm punching up a couple of dBs about below 40 hertz here. You want a big buff sound, so you want to buff it up. Off doesn't sound as great. On. Now I'm adding another sound here, which is the toms here. That's all I'm playing on that track. I like to separate my sounds so I can have individual control of each sound here. Now sometimes I get lazy, guys. Sometimes I would take an entire drum kit that has a built-in mixer and just balance it off on the plug-in, and then I fit it. That's because I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional, but most of the time I break each sound down so I can control it individually. Use at your own discretion here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna brighten up this tom sound here a little bit here. So let's pull up a stock EQ here. Let me play back. Bring in the kick and the snare. Now I want a little bit of low end here, so I'm gonna boost some of the bottom end here. Maybe there. So that's where we're going. So we've brightened up the toms and give it a little bit of a weight on the bottom end. Okay, so now let's move on to the next step here. Let's see what Brother Ray has here. I'm gonna isolate these, bring out these sounds here. This is the main snare drum. I wanted something smashing in your face here, so this is what I got here. So what did I do with that sound here? Add a little bit of a bottom end here. Off. On. Now it almost sounds like the snare drum is compressing. That's because I added bottom end to the snare drum. A lot of you producers might not notice, but if you add low end to a snare drum at the right frequency, it's gonna make that drum sound thick and punchy. So that's what I'm doing with that drum there. Now I'm gonna bring in another sound. Here we go. So what am I doing with this sound? I'm creating a bed. I'm creating a foundation, a movement in the beat. So I'm getting a little bit of smooth keys or padded tones, just to give it a vibe. So if the artist listens to it, maybe they write something, they hear the melody here, they're like, okay, I can groove with this. Sometimes these sounds give the artists ideas and tones to write when it comes to these kind of sounds here. Bringing that in there. Now I'm going to go down to my favorite sound, which is the bass here, so I'm going to pull that up. Now it's coming to life. So all I'm doing with that sound there is I'm adding a little bit of NLS here. I'm muddying up the sound here. I'm giving a little bit of heat, a little bit of distortion here. Off. On. Pro tip, guys, if you want to bass the sound a little bit more heavy, a little bit more solid and surrounding the mix, try some tape machine, some tubes, anything that has distortion. Feed a little bit of that on top of the bass. Now I'm gonna bring in another sound here. So we've added the bass now. I felt like you need a bit of lead, a little bit of bounce back lead. That's what I did right there when I revealed that track. So it gives the artist more motivation, or the producer, to like, okay, I can ride on this beat here. This sounds like something I can, you want to be a motivative producer. Simple tones like these. Simple little melodies can add a lot to a beat. So, well, like I said, guys, some of the best hit maker beat is simple elements in them. There's not a whole lot going on. You just make sure you got a nice solid kick, nice bass line, melodies and the right tones, and you can make a hit beat. So I'm gonna go down to the other sound here. Remember, guys, if you want to hit me up, be sure to support my PayPal and join my Patreon as well, and you get exclusive access. You even get some of my beats that I have in stores free, just for you being a subscriber to my Patreon here. Live Wire on air. So now I'm gonna move on to another element here. Let's go there. Now that sound, I felt like the dancehall needed a little bit more, or the soca needed a little bit more percussion awareness. So I added these tambourine sound, which give it a kind of a bit of gritty, nice dancehall soca bounce here. I'm gonna back off on a reverb a little bit here. Now, which leads me to another sound here. So let's keep the ball rolling, man. Let's go. I'm not sure if you can hear that. I'm gonna isolate that sound. I'm using one extra snare drum. Play. I'm gonna raise the volume. You know, we'll want to jump on it. It has vibe, it has bounce, and you can go both ways. You can do a rap dance or you can do a soca thing on it. Now let me double check the sound here. Bring up that tone. Now the last element that I wanted to do is I wanted to bring in some kind of a modern vocal sample chop. So I use a synthesizer instrument to grab some vocal samples, and which give it that kind of real, you know, modern dancehall vibe, which is this sound right here. That's it. So it sounded cool, so that's what I wanted to use to complete that track, and you know, get the ball rolling. So combine that, and we have the full thing here. That's how you make a hit beat, guys. That's how you get that thing going. And I can guarantee you, you know, one of my people's outside here, this thing, they want to jump on it right now. This is like a bounce up, you know, party up on ice, you know, the cup, some kind of, yeah, I'm talking about. So to recap here, pro dancehall requires you to, you want to maintain a bounce. I grew up on the 90s, you know, so I've you know, grew up on some of the old school dancehall. So I combine some of the old with the new. This is a basic soca dancehall vibe, and we just need a couple of elements. It's almost like something like coffee would jump on. A little bit of vocal chop. We layered 2 sounds, and we added a bass with some distortion, and a little bit of foundation, which we use the keys or the pads, whatever you want to call it, and then extra percussion because I felt like the rhythm needed a little bit more push, a little bit more excitement. So that's where the tambourines came in, and it still sounds simple. You want to simplify the beat because it's a cool vibe, simple vibe, and that's what I did to get this thing going, like what you're hearing here. So now, by the way, this rhythm will be in my stores soon, so be on the lookout for it. I don't have a name for it yet, but you're hearing it first on my live stream here. Yeah, man, 2 sounds, the drums, the kick, the bass line, and if you guys have any questions, anything you want me to talk about down the road, if you want me to do more content about this kind of dancehall beat, let me know. You know, you can send me a comment. Let me know how that going. If you want to learn something, say, hey man, Rayburn, wow, this thing. So I want to shout out to Gideon, who was watching. Big up yourself every time, family. So that's what it is when it comes to pro dancehall, guys. Now remember to support Monisha. She's on YouTube. She's the one that did that reggae cover in DYS Studios. She's gonna be dropping more songs, so we'll link up with her. She's on Instagram, TikTok, and all of that stuff. So we're gonna call it quits, guys. And it's been a ride. So be sure to share, comment. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one.
Livewire is brought to you by Pristine Productions. Get the latest in dancehall, soca, reggae, and Afro beats. Donate to our PayPal and also join our Patreon. Become the apprentice.